exploring Wigan's lost railways and its lost industry. Hello and welcome to another Wigan's Lost Industry, working title, walk around, railways, etc. And we're here on the Welly Loop Line, but we're not here for the Welly Loop Line. I'm actually here for Rabbit Rocks, which I discovered, which is just behind there, quite a while ago. I never knew it existed. So I'm going to climb up there and I'm going to show you what would have been there had I been there decades ago. So we're at the top now, looking down from whence we came. And if we spin round, you'll be able to see the canal down there. And let's have a look at the map of that area after we've had a look at what it looks like now. So from overhead, that's what that part looks like. And from the maps, that's what it currently looks like. It's all well and good, isn't it? But, you ready for this? If I turn round, look this way, this is where it changes. So I'm going to zoom out quite considerably, and we are going to look at what it looks like now from overhead and what was here before. And as you can see, we've got beautiful woodland, we've got ponds, so there's a pond there or a splash, and footpaths and everything. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. But back in the day, this was a hive of extraordinary industry. So shall we have a quick explore and see what we can find? We'll find nothing, but I'll give you an idea of the scale of it. Now, last time I was here, when I discovered it, I realised that this raised bit is, well, basically man-made, but I couldn't figure out what it was made from. And it turns out these round cylindrical items were from the foundry, and this is basically the ash which was put into round containers in order to cool down, and as they cooled down they went solid, and we've now got these rocks which basically make this impressive and very high hill, which gives you fantastic views. We'll come back here in winter because with any luck I'm able to see through the trees and see quite a long way in that direction, and maybe even in that direction as well. It is a fantastic vantage point. But anyway, I'm working my way down to the lower ground in order to see if we can locate, although we won't be able to see anything, of the old buildings that once were here. Down at the bottom now, and it's quite steep, and it's not overly high there, but it goes higher and higher the further around you go. But I'm going to go this way, because what I'm looking for is the little flash that we saw from the top, and I'm going to use that as a guide as to where I am on the actual site, because there are numerous buildings which were in the area. Now, the flash itself is through these trees, but on the map I can see the footpath as well, so I'm going to use the map to figure out. There's a wall there, but that looks like it's like a garden wall thing. But some more stones here, and more stones here as well. So we actually walked into part of the building site area. More stones, bricks and the like. Now they might be put it for the footpath. It's impossible to see there's any further on, but there is. Oh, there's a board over here, so look at this board. What does this say? It just goes on about the wildlife that's now here, which is interesting, but not what we're here for. So I'm pretty sure that I can locate where I am, because there's a crossroads here of footpaths, so I'm pretty sure I'll find this on the map, so bear with me. Right, yeah, I figured out where I am. not where I thought I was. The footpath I took wasn't the footpath I thought I took. But this basically is where the sidings were, because this is quite flat land. It's quite wide as well. So this, I think, if we look at the map at the moment, and then we look at the actual map from the past, I think that's where I'm stood. And this is the footpath I thought I was on a minute ago, which is why I couldn't see the flash, because I was on the footpath over there. There is a tiny flash in between. We're actually going between two of the flashes, but there's nothing here from the older days. But it does get more interesting when we get through here. So it's the second smaller flash, which is on the right, and the bigger flash is on the left. So we are looking over the island. If I show you the photograph, you see where we are, and we will emerge on the other side. The hell is that? Oh, it's a tree. It's a big tree that's fallen there. So now we've come out the other side where the trees end, and that may be the footpath that I couldn't get through because it was just too overgrown. We've got a bit of a hill, so I will stop and get up the hill. Actually, literally I was over there a minute ago, so now I'm here. Right, so let's have a look at a photograph from the air, and then we'll look at the map. And in the direction I'm currently looking was a rather large building which had next to it an old shaft. Now sadly we can't really get any closer than what we are at the minute, but if we turn round, look the other way, I say I was over there where those light trees are, those little light trees. This was a goods yard of some kind with a massive building, so we'll see if we can locate where that is, or was. Right, so let's have a look at a photograph and point out where I think I am, and then we'll have a look at try and merge the two together, and then we'll have a look at the map. And as you can see, there is a huge building here. I mean, this building is phenomenally large. If there's any of it left, I'd be surprised. These might be bricks from the building, but I don't think they were in that situation when the building was built. Or maybe they were, because look, it goes on a little bit. But yes, this was some kind of foundry, apparently. Now, whether this is where they rolled out the steel, or whether it was some other industry that went on here, I have no idea. But it is interesting, and here's a picture of it. There you go. Someone's kindly drawn all over it, but you get the idea. We can find an actual clearer picture of that. I'll put a clearer picture of it on top of that, but that is one huge building. Look at all the chimneys as well. I mean, this is a mega construction. And there's, if I can make it out now, there's a view from above. So yes, this was absolutely massive. Now these stones might have been the outside yard of the building, because this is basically a triangle of grass, and if I look at the map I can see, if I look at the photograph even, I can see the triangle, and then if I put the map on, you can see that literally I've walked from outside the building to inside the building. So now I would be in the corner of this huge monolithic building with all the chimneys and everything. It's phenomenal. And then I've just noticed this. What's this? That looks like it's curved. I mean, that's rusted, but it's definitely something. I just thought it was a lump of concrete when I first saw it. It's not, is it? No, that is definitely part of the building. That's definitely old brickwork. Now, whether inside a furnace or not, I don't know. Looking at it from the other side, you can see there's another bit of a curve going on there, but you can also see the brick, and it looks like it's melted. It looks like it's been at a very high temperature, or it's been repeatedly painted with something. Obviously too big to remove, so that's intrigued me now. Thinking there might be more left here than I thought there would be, which, as I always say, is a Brucey bonus. Right, so now we've got a hill here, and we've got another little lake or flash here. So if I look on the photograph, I will see, hopefully, this water. And there the water is. And the thing I was looking at that looked interesting is just in them trees there. And we put the map on, you will see that that's well inside the building. In fact, I'm still inside the building now, even though obviously I'm not inside any building. The big question is, why is there a hill here? Now, I do know that there was furnaces and furnace tunnels and various other things going on up here because people of a certain age remember it and used to play in them as kids. Obviously not whether we turned on. That would be a bit silly. But whether we'll find anything or not, I don't know. Walked up a footpath which had a bit of an embankment which I couldn't get up because it was all overgrown. I've just seen this little footpath here which seems to be taking me back from where I just came. So I will continue along this footpath a little bit and just see if it does pop us out anywhere. Pops us back at what people refer to as the painted bridge. And I've walked down here thinking it was the Welly Loop line, which it wasn't. And yeah, shall we have a look at overhead view? And then the map. So the map shows basically that there was some kind of railway line coming over here. You can see what is the embankment, and then some other railway lines coming from where I've just walked, going around the corner. So this was definitely industrial, and there was also a building around here as well. I'll put the map back up again. You can see where the building was, and once again, absolutely nothing left of it apart from a fence. You can't get through there because I think that's Kirkless industrial estate. So let's go back in, shall we, and walk down the other way. So that's the bridge we were at a minute ago, and I'm now at the next lock. I'm on the other side of the lock, and it would seem that this was used for some reason by the railways. There is quite a bit of flat land through here. So if we have a look at where I am on the photograph, and then have a look where I am on the map, you'll see these sidings, which are interesting. Right, the next lock down, which you can't see because I've walked through these woods. Thank you Thank you, wind, for blowing the tree away. I'll show you on the map. And then this, can't get any further unfortunately, but this is where that building was with the old pit. But I can't get up it because it's overgrown and I've got shorts on. Yeah, not the best plan for explorers. You don't see Bear Grylls wearing shorts, do you? But yes, this is what it looked like some time ago via map. Anyway, now I'm going to try and get myself back down again. So I've moved around a bit more. I think there's a camp there, so I don't want to disturb those people. They might not be friendly. But yeah, the pit or whatever the building is would be directly in front of me. So we look at the map, roughly where I think I am. You see what I mean? Anyway, now to beg a hasty retreat. Some buildings like this have remained. If we look on the map, we will see it. And then if we look on the photograph, and obviously looking at it here, we can see it as well. So amazing. So we look there and it's still the storage yard. Nothing to see here, apart from that wall. Which is that wall, which is opposite that wall. So let's look at the photos and let's look at the map. And indeed, there was a railway line that crossed exactly where I am now. Obviously long gone. But you can actually see the stones where the track would have been on, the 4 stones. And it's all here, everything's, if you look hard enough, it's amazing what you can find. Back on the canal, and we're near the Muriel house, which means we're also near Kirkless industrial estate. Now, Kirkless industrial estate has got some pretty old buildings in it, quite a few actually, but it's also got a lot of more modern buildings. And the question is, how much was here and how much has it changed since it was put on the map all this time ago? And the answer is quite a lot. So if I look on the photograph from above, you will see roughly where I am. I mark it on the map. And then if I change that to the map, you will see that this has changed almost beyond recognition. 1 or 2 buildings remain, but the majority of it is new build. But this road was on the map. Again, go back to the map. You can see this road. But this is the top of where I started at Rabbit Rocks. I think there's much more to see around here, but we'll do it when I've got long trousers on, and maybe when it's winter time there's not as much vegetation. So we'll leave this one here. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, you can watch the various playlists for all the Wigan stuff we do. We do Wigan Watch, we do Wigan Walks, and we do the working title Wigan's Lost History walking railways thing. So yeah, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. These walks are becoming very, very popular with a whole new audience. So if you know someone who likes watching Yesterday channel, then it might be worth them being pointed in my direction. And who knows, I might end up having a show on Yesterday one day. But anyway, thank you for what I want. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.